In this video, we will demonstrate how to properly install laminate flush stair nose along with laminate plank flooring treads. Before the installation, repair or replace any loose or damaged treads or risers and remove any existing spindles. Next, clean the stairs thoroughly, being sure to remove any loose paint, carpet, staples, debris, wax, or old adhesives. If you're attaching the stair nose and flooring planks to a finished staircase, the existing treads may need to be lightly sanded to allow the adhesive to bond correctly. Beginning with the first step at the bottom of the staircase, install the first riser. The riser can be laminate plank for a continuous look or painted wood for a more traditional effect. Measure and cut the riser to size, then lightly sand the back of the riser before applying Performance Accessories Tread Bond adhesive in an S shape. Now firmly press the riser into place. Next, measure the width of the first structural tread, subtracting 1/16 of an inch for expansion at each wall or 1/8 of an inch for a fully closed stair. Cut a piece of stair nose with a miter or table saw. For closed stairs, this measurement will also be used to cut the flooring plank to width for the finished stair tread. Since the first stair in this example is open on one side, we will also create a return by measuring and cutting a piece of stair nose at a 45-degree angle. Fit the stair nose onto the structural tread and measure from the back side of the stair nose to the back of the structural tread, subtracting 1/8 of an inch to allow for an expansion gap. This measurement will give you the depth of the flooring, plank, or planks required to complete a tread. For our example, we will measure the width of the tread from the back of the return to get the width of the flooring plank to be cut. Using these two measurements, cut the tread from a flooring plank with a miter or table saw. Lightly sand and apply tread bond adhesive in an S shape to the underside of the flooring plank, being sure to leave 1/8 of an inch gap between the plank and structural riser. Set the tread in place. Next, apply adhesive to the underside of the stair nose and place it on the edge of the step, making sure it fits flush against the flooring plank before the adhesive dries. Once the stair nose and flooring plank are installed, use an improved hard surface tape to help hold the stair nose in place. Repeat this process for all steps, working up to the top of the staircase. Note that each of the remaining risers will be installed over the finished stair tread below. For landings in the middle of a staircase, like in this example, measure, cut, and fit the flush stair nose like before. Then measure from the back of the stair nose to the wall and cut flooring planks to size. Finally, glue the flooring planks into place. Landings at the top of stairs will require coordinating Performance Accessories overlap stair nose where the stair nose meets the floor. Open steps will also require returns. Attach it to the stair using glue at the joint. To finish the raw edge of the risers, add end caps or small trim pieces. Finally, fill any cracks in the returns or end caps by using matching wood putty or caulk. Once everything is in place and the glue has time to cure, you can reattach any spindles. And now your beautiful new staircase is ready to enjoy.